Okay, guys, we can start. Okay. Hi, everyone. Myself, I'm Nag. So I have 11 to 12 years of experience in mobile application development. Currently, I'm lead as a mobile for iOS and Android. Okay. Hi, guys. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, good evening. So myself, I am Naishro. I have 12 plus of years of experience in mobile application development. Currently, I'm working in one of the MNC company as a tech lead for iOS and Android. Okay, this is myself. And next one, I will teach you iOS development. Okay. Hope everyone able to see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just briefly explain what is the mobile applications and what is the purpose we need to learn in these mobile applications. So first of all, I will ask the question, what is the mobile applications? I will increase the font size. What is the use of mobile applications? Nowadays, everyone using the mobile phones, correct? In that mobile phones, we can implement any apps that is called as a mobile applications. It's completely, the software is specifically designed to the mobile devices. So that will be called as in smartphones or tablets or iPad. So that all the devices, we can install the software programs in that mobile devices. Okay. So what is the purpose of mobile applications? So nowadays, everyone using the gaming purpose or entertainment purpose or chatting purpose or videos or communication purpose, calling and all the stuff currently we are using in these mobile applications. For example, I can easily say WhatsApp is the one mobile applications. Okay. Next one, Twitter, all the different types of applications. You can take the YouTube. Previously, we are using the web applications. I mean, web browser. We are using the YouTube link or something. But nowadays, everyone they are using their own apps. YouTube and WhatsApp, Gmail. So many applications right now we are using. Okay. So these apps mainly we can communication purpose we can use it or entertainment purpose we can use it. Okay. Next one, how many types of mobile applications? Okay. I will explain in this all the stuff using the PPT. It's better we can easily understand. So this is the demo class. So in this iOS, we can spend on 45 days for every day 1 hour. So we can easily learn how we can implement the mobile applications for iOS apps. Okay. So just now I explained what are the mobile applications. So mobile applications specifically for software programs specifically designed for in mobile devices. Okay. So that is already covered. So that is called as in smartphones or tablets or something like that. Okay. And next one, what is the types of mobile applications? So we have three types of mobile applications. The first one is native apps. What is the meaning of native apps? It's purely implemented the specific devices. For example, Android, we are using the Kotlin and iOS is you are using the shift programming languages. So these are all the native applications. What is the second one? So next one is the web-based applications. So is nothing but as a automatically each and every devices we have option Safari and Chrome apps. In that apps, we can use the browse and we can we can easily open the link or something. Okay, these are purely mobile browser apps. So this is called as in web apps. And third one, hybrid apps. So this is also is the combination of native and web applications. So what is the purpose of this one? This is purely implemented in HTML and CSS and JavaScript. This one and this one, my native apps, we can publish the individual apps specifically. But the web apps is nothing but as a, is not an specific app. So already we have the apps. In that app, we can easily use the browser link or something like that. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. So I will explain in detail. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yes, no, we'll ask questions in case.
Okay, fine. So the second one is, what is the difference between mobile apps and web apps? In 2010 or 12, most of the applications is using the web applications only. So after the 2010 or 11, so every company started the mobile applications. What is the purpose of mobile applications? So it's purely platformly independent. So we can implement the both specific applications for iOS and Android, but it's purely based on the browser-based platforms only. It's more purely platform independent, and we can use the we can directly download the apps from the app stores. Okay, for Android purpose we can use the Play Store, and iOS purpose we can use the App Store. Okay, in web applications we can't, I mean, not required for any specific installations required. Okay, and the third one is performance. So compared to web application, so its mobile apps is purely faster because it's purely depending on own operating system. In web applications, it's a little bit slower compared to mobile apps, but it's depending on the browser and internet. Okay, but in mobile apps also we are using the internet, but it will be using the some third-party APIs or something. And fourth one is offline access. If you want to save the data in offline mode, and we can update the data in online mode, but this is purely in limited option wise. So that's why most of the applications, they are using the offline access also in mobile applications. And cost wise, it's depending on the company requirement. But compared to web, it's because every application is implemented in both apps. So web apps and mobile app, web apps and mobile applications. Okay. But this is completely purely depending on the operating systems. Okay, and the next one, distribution. So if you are implemented any programming or applications, then we can upload our builds using the app stores or play stores. But web applications is not like that. We can easily create the web URL. That web URL we can log in, and that process will be. And a user experience, it's a little bit easy to optimize because we have the so much of actions like gestures and a tap. So that type of user interactions will be available in mobile apps, but in web applications is very less compared to mobile applications. Why? Because if you want to pinch, zoom, that all the functionalities is more covered in mobile applications. And security wise, it's based on the, I mean, we are implementing any applications like as in web applications or mobile applications, that's purely depending on the first priority is security. Why important security is? Because if our data is very secure, so that is the main purpose of software. So security is the very high priority. So it's completely depending on OS level security features, and web applications purely in server side security. So that is the main differences between mobile apps and web applications. Okay. Okay, coming to next one. What is the technologies for mobile application development? So currently, what are the development, I mean, mobile applications? So we have discussed already different types of applications. What are the three? Anyone say? Okay, hybrid, native, and web applications. But web applications is not a mobile applications. Okay, so next one, native applications, we can use the native Android. The programming languages is Java and Kotlin. for iOS purpose, we can use the Shift and Objective-C. This is the pure programming languages for native Android and native iOS. And next one, I mentioned hybrid. Hybrid we can call as an cross-platform frameworks. So this one we can implement the same code for iOS and Android. Okay. So when I learned native iOS and Android, so we can easily Flutter or some other languages. Why we need to choose the native? But compared to Flutter and the native applications, it's purely performances compared to both. So native apps is a very good for implementing the product. I mean products or apps. So that's why any organization they will start with the native applications. If the cost wise they want to use it, they can more prefer Flutters. But all the companies are using the native applications for Android and iOS. Okay. And next one, what is the main characteristics of mobile applications? So what are the main characteristics? You can easily say these are all the points we can easily understand why we need to choose the mobile applications. Okay. So I will cover one by one. So what is the use of each and every point? So till now, if you have any questions, please let me know.
Sir, are we cover Swift UI or no?
Yes. Just I am touching is this is the programming language. Okay. So that is UI kit framework and Shift UI framework. Okay. That one is different, but we will cover the UI kit and Shift UI. Okay. Don't worry about that. But I mentioned this is a programming languages. Okay. Objective-C and Shift. Nowadays, everyone, they are using the Shift UI kit and Shift UI only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, coming to next, what is the portability and mobility? Is nothing but it's purely designed for only mobile applications, mobile devices. Okay, so this will be more convenient and we can easily communicate to communication purpose or something chatting purpose. This is purely independent, so it's not depending on the any browser or something. So we can easily communicate with in this mobile applications. Okay. Second one, specific platforms. So each and every app, Apple is using the iOS OS and Android is using the, when Android device, they are using the Android different OS versions. So mainly I'm focusing on the iOS. So, but I'm giving the, what is the programming languages for Android and iOS, and parallelly cross-platform also I'm covering in Flutter or React Native. But why we need to choose iOS, I will explain in detail. Next concepts. Okay. So next one. So touch and gesture based. So I'm focusing on what is the main characteristics of mobile applications. So we can easily touch and we can gestures. So like for example, we want to zoom the images and we need to do the some double tap actions or something like, so swipe and different user actions. Nowadays, everyone using the different approaches. For example, you can touch app. Okay. So in the touch, when we are moving the, two times we are moving, that time automatically the touch will be, you can take the example torchlight or something in the mobile app. So that will be when we are, two times we are swiping, that time automatically the touch will be automatically uh, on. Okay. So that type of different touch actions and gesture based actions, I will cover all these concepts in iOS concepts. Okay. And next one, offline functionality. Previously, we are already discussed and we can also, so nowadays everyone using the, internal purpose. For example, you can music apps and document editors. And these are all the offline. If you want, when the app internet is available, that time we can move that data into the online purpose. Okay. And next one, personalization. This is mainly used for preferences and themes. What are the notifications, and that all the concepts will be if you want to locations, for example, you can take the Ola. So in that applications, they are using the GPS and the location-based services. If you want to don't use means, you can easily personalize your disable the location services and that stuff based on your user requirement. Okay. These are all you can easily personalize. So if you want to disable, you can easily disable, or if you want to enable, that time you can enable automatically. That app will be getting the details from our mobile apps. Okay. What is the integration with? So already we covered. I mean, all the mobile apps is differently using. So different apps like camera, GPS, microphones, and sensors. Nowadays, if the fall is happen or something, then automatically that triggering the heart related functionalities, is any heart attack or something, is everything we can easily use the accelerometer functionality. So based on this accelerometer, so we can easily find out what happened, is it fall is happening or something, and heart related functionalities. Because heart related, they are using the watch apps, but we can, if you learn shift programming language, that will be automatically covers the watch OS apps. And nowadays vision OS pro, vision OS, I think some of the people know about the Vision Pro. So it's nothing but as a like a specs how you Google glasses same way. Android, I mean iOS is released Vision Pro. Okay, so that is also we can write the programming using the shift programming. Okay. And the next one, so if you want to adding the calendars and the contacts and other system data, we can easily integrate to the mobile applications. Okay. And next one, security. So already we covered, so we can use the encrypted and decrypted functionalities and authentications and permission based. So if you want to don't give the permission, so automatically your location or some your notifications it cannot detect. And the second one is related to payments. So nowadays everyone using the Google Pay and Phone Pay. That time your information also very secured way, because the mobile apps is we can you are using the some encryptions and decryptions. So that is the main fundamental things of security. Okay. And next one, automatically, for example, any software they will provide the functionalities or features in the some phases wise. So same way in mobile applications, we can give the regular builds like one every month, or every 15 days. For example, you can take the WhatsApp. So they are launching, they are providing the some improvements every 2 weeks or every 1 month or something. Why? Because they are adding the some new features. For example, um, previously when WhatsApp is launched, that time we don't have the option for security or encryption. So after some days or some months later, they provide the some different features they are providing. In same way, in mobile applications, we can give the regular updates to user. So if you want to give the features, or if you can give the fixes, or major version upgradings or something like that. So this will be everything will be take care of app stores and Google Play. So if you want to publish the build, or if you want to push the build to production, so then we need to use the App Store and Google Play. Once our build is uploaded, so everyone will be able to download from the App Store and Google Play. Okay, this is different story. I will explain how we can publish the build to production and stuff. So how we can publish to App Store and Google Play. So, but currently we are learning only iOS. So how I will explain how we can publish to App Store. Okay. And next one, already we discussed about notifications. Nowadays, everyone using the mobile push notifications. In this push notifications, when we are getting the some message, we can easily see what is the message in the home page or something. So when we are tapping on that push notification, automatically that will be redirecting to our page. So this will be morely useful for which type of applications is messages or reminders or offers. So that type of applications, most of the 90% applications are using the push notifications only. previously older days they are sending as an SMS or something like that. But nowadays everyone they are using the push notifications. I will cover how the push notification functionality works in our mobile applications. Okay. And the next one, this is the important for any, I mean, who are learning iOS development. This is the fundamental thing. So how we are publishing the App Store publishing. So why I'm explaining this one, Apple is some guidelines. So they are already maintaining the some guidelines. So what is the meaning of guidelines? So is it any security related or unwanted or something? So based on the country, they are maintaining the some policies. So based on the policies, we need to follow the our app. We are following the that policies or not. So how we can find out the that policies or not is very easy. We can, when we are publishing the build, they will, I mean, the Apple team review the our application. Once the review team is identifying anything is wrong, they will let you know. So the app will be reject. Again, we need to republish the our mobile app into the production. We need to resolve that issue, or we can send an email. So this is the functionality, it will works. If they are satisfied, so our app will be available into the app store. This is a very, very important thing for when, I mean, who are learning app, I mean, iOS development. This is a very important thing because everyone they can implement the programming, but this functionality is very important because so many times the Apple team will be reject the mobile apps. It's related to the, I mean, personal information or encryption or something. So we need to, they are validating the all the stuff. So we don't require for any, I mean, we are following the guidelines or not. When you are publishing the build, that time we can easily, they will provide the what are the functionalities, or we can review. We have one option. So when you are publishing, we can validate that functionalities. If everything is satisfied, then we can publish the build to production. These are all the fundamental things. Okay. Up to now, any questions or anything, guys? Okay. Next I'm jumping into the another topic. What is the iOS software architecture? Okay, just I explained Android and iOS. Why I need to choose the iOS? So nowadays, every people are learned Java and Kotlin, but iOS is different programming language, and this is implemented Apple team only. So if you are implementing any iOS app, we have fundamental requirements. I will explain in next slides. So why I need to choose iOS? Already Android we have, so I learned Java and Kotlin and stuff. But why I need to? So this is completely purely depending on Apple product. Okay, and compared to in the market, we have very less people. You can check it in the online or something. And pay wise, this is compared to Android and iOS, I am sure. So if the Android developer is getting 2 lakhs compared to iOS, we can get the 4 lakhs iOS developer. So what is the difference? This is purely different programming language. Okay. And this completely, it's depending on the, these are all the requirements. So if you are implementing any iOS app, the fundamental requirements is Mac OS. Okay, so iOS apps we can't implement in the Android, Windows machines or Linux machines. So if you are implementing any iOS applications, the must and should Mac OS is fund required. And second one is the IDE. This is the IDE, how we can implement the Eclipse, how we are using. So Eclipse, in same way, in iOS development, we are using the Xcode. So this Xcode already Apple is providing, we can download and we can implement the our iOS apps using the Xcode only. And third one, this is iOS SDK. What is the purpose of SDK? So if you are implementing any software, this is nothing but iPhone operating system software development kit. This is meaning. So what is the purpose of this one? So if you are implementing any particular iOS app, we have the different OS versions. Nowadays is recently last month, last Monday, Apple is released iOS 18. In based on the SDK versions. Okay. And next one, what is the purpose of Xcode? In this Xcode, automatically it will provide the 60 to 70% of code defaultly. So what are the requirements we need? Based on that, we can implement our code. But I will explain what's the purpose of Xcode and iOS SDK. Because when we are implementing any applications, mobile applications, we need to test the functionality. So testing purpose, they are providing the two options. We can run the real-time devices, and second one is iOS is using the simulators. For Android, they are using the emulators. So in iOS emulators, we can easily create which version of, which device we want. We can create and we can use that applications. Okay, I will give a small demo. So how we can generate iOS applications or simulators. I will give more detailedly. Okay, and last one is nothing but as an what is the programming language we are using. So currently we are using the Shift. Shift is the and one of the what team is asking Shift UI. Shift UI is for we have the two UI kits. The one is UI kit and second one is Shift UI. So that one also I will cover one short demo. So how we can implement the UI kit applications and how we can implement the Shift UI. But Shift is not covered in the Objective-C. This is olden days. When I was is introduced, that time they are using the Objective-C. Nowadays, everyone they are using the Shift. Okay, what is the meaning of Shift? Shift is nothing but as an iOS development. Okay, this will be you can implement the Apple applications or iPhone applications or iPad applications or watch OS applications, whatever the things we can easily implement using the Shift programming language. Okay, this is open source programming, but we need developer account. So that is the fundamental thing for Shift. And Objective-C is also combination of C and objective concepts, but this is purely nowadays not using, but some of the applications is implemented with Objective-C. They are trying to, what are the functionalities existing? They are using the interruptibility with Shift. What's the meaning of interruptibility with Shift means what are the applications they are implemented in the Objective-C? So what are the new features? They want to implement the new features in the existing code. They can use the interruptibility with Shift. So what is the use of interruptibility? We can easily communicate with Objective-C files to Shift and Shift to Objective-C. That is the more advantage of interruptibility with Shift. But nowadays, everyone they are using the Shift. Okay. So this is very user-friendly language. We can easily learn, and this one more useful to learning the concepts. Okay.
So throughout the course, which programming language you use for this training?
And nowadays, everyone is moved to Shift. Okay. But we can explain the Shift UI and UI kit frameworks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, UI kit and what is a small, this is nothing as a small difference. So most of the I will explain first UI kit because that is very user friendly. So we can easily drag and drop. Once you have the knowledge and you have the command on Shift, you can easily understand Shift UI. Shift UI is nothing but as an scripting language. So in UI kit, we can easily drag the functionalities and we can implement the programming language. Programming means wherever you want to create the buttons or labels, we can easily using the two ways. One is the programming language through program, or second one is we can easily drag and drop. I will give small example how it will be difference Shift and UI kit and Shift UI. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
Sir, are we cover in the end of the our section any project or which we can mention in our resume?
If any, I mean, some of the people is interested, so I mean, we have the some thoughts for, I mean, live projects purpose, but we can't able to publish the build to, I mean, the apps to the production, I mean, app store, because we required one developer account.
Mhm.
Okay, that is chargeable for, I mean, Apple is charging $100 for every year.
Okay.
So I will check with team, so they can take the account, means we can.
Without publication, so are we
Yeah,
cover?
we can. If you are interested, I will give the sample. I mean, I'm
Which we
working the some
can,
other project.
yeah, which we can mention in our
Sure,
resume.
sure, sure. If you are interested, I will give the live demo projects as well. So, uh, I mean, which concepts? For example, nowadays everyone using the QR codes, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in that QR codes, how we can use and how we can, I mean, uh, uh, QR code drag and that type of real-time scenarios I will explain. So you can easily explain. So I mean, I just implemented one QR code applications. So that one we can easily give the demo to the customer, or I mean, who are the interviewer persons. We can easily explain the concepts. And nowadays maps is everyone using. So Ola and Uber, Rapido, that type of. So we can take the one use case scenario. We can implement that applications as well.
Okay.
But the fundamental thing is we need Mac OS is the fundamental. So once we have the Mac OS, so we can easily download the Xcode and we can implement that projects.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Some of the
Sir, do
people.
you have any kind of course content, or this is the course content?
Yeah, we will share the course content in parallel, so no problem. So just this is what is the fundamental things, basic things. But tomorrow is no theoretical classes, so we can go to the jump into the how what is the Xcode and what is the Mac OS. That will I will cover. This is basic knowledge of what is the mobile applications and that stuff.
So one thing
So,
is also, so after this completion course, how many year experience we can mention in a resume? And
eh,
we
roughly you can mention 6 to 1 year,
sorry.
6 months to 1 year.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because nowadays I'm seeing so many people. I mean, currently I'm taking some of the interviews. That time also, we are getting the same questions. I mean, no one is in real time experience.
Mhm.
Okay, and you can check the who are learning iOS is very less. In 100 people, mostly 3 to 4 people are learning only iOS.
So
So
what
the
the current
computational is
market,
also very easy.
sir? What about the current market of iOS? Means job available.
Job opportunities very high. You can check in Indeed or Naukri in some places. Just you can check. So I mean, how the opportunities is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. So much of because when I learned in 2010, that time we have the same when I mean very less people are learning the iOS applications, because the fundamental thing is Mac OS is very expensive. So who have the Mac, so they can easily understand what's the things and that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, sir, I'm already working iOS apps, but in production support, not development. So I'm trying to switch to development, attending interviews, but they're asking more questions on Swift UI. Basically API integrations and other frameworks. So that's why
Mhm.
I'm trying to join this call, this session.
Yeah, we will cover that concept, but a fundamental, the fundamental thing is shift is a basic thing, correct? So they can easily, first of all, we need to understand what's the purpose of buttons and the labels and that stuff.
Correct.
Okay, that covers means automatically next implementation we can cover into the shift UI.
Yeah.
Okay. 50% we can learn in objective, I mean, UI kit, and 50% I can explain using the Shift UA. If you want, wherever you are stucking or something, you can let me know so I can help you on that one. I can easily resolve that issues as well. You can do one thing. So what are the things we are implementing? I mean, what are the concepts I am explaining? You can try it on the Shift UA. So if you are getting any issues, you can discuss on separately. Sounds good?
Yeah, yes. Fine.
Okay.
And you upload this recording every day on the same day, right? Actually, I'm in US. It's morning time for me. I have conflicts. I highly depend on the recordings only.
Okay, they will share the, I mean, this course and this videos will be available 6 months, so no problem. So, I mean, this will be mostly uploaded after the, I mean, completing of the section. Maybe it take around 1 or 2 hours only.
Okay, thank you.
I will check with whenever the section is completed, so automatically they will upload. But I will recheck it and get back to you on that.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? And guys, small update from my end. So this is only demo classes. It will cover, so, I mean, 3 to 4 classes. The link will be changed in different once, I mean, the demo is done. So we will share the concepts when the payment or something. That is a different story. But this link will work on 3 to 4 days only. Okay. In future, if you want, you can check the, I mean, already we shared the contact details in this chart. We can easily check in this chart and you can directly contact to this team. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, sounds good. So just I will explain what is the, how we can things. This is the Xcode what we discussed right now. Okay. So in this Xcode, we can create the projects. This is all the types of applications. We can use the iOS, Mac OS, Watch OS, tvOS, DriveKit, and other applications. Okay. So just for understanding purpose, I am creating the one application. Okay. Here, previously we discussed what is the programming language. So we can use the Shift and Object-C. Some of the people, they are using the Object-C, they can use the Object-C, or if you want to choose the language is Shift. Okay. Next, which one is Shift UA or storyboard? So you are asking for interface. Okay. So that time, what is the application you are choosing? That one we can choose it. So if you are choosing as in Shift UA or if you are choosing as in storyboard, based on that, we can implement this. For example purpose, just I will give the storyboard. This is the sample. Just I'm giving the what, I mean, how we can integrate the our mobile applications, how much is easy we can implement, that one I'm explaining. Okay, this is one sample project, I mean sample purpose I'm giving. Okay, this stuff automatically we are not writing any single line of code. What is the advantage of IDE Xcode? This will be automatically generating the code. 50 to 60% of the code automatically it will be generated. We don't write anything. If the requirement is fundamental things, that time we can create the, okay. And next one. So this is the interface. What are the elements if you want to integrate? For example, we have the button. If you want to show the label, so we can easily drag and drop the elements using the storyboards or UI kit. Okay. Now, same thing I'm explaining. I'm creating a new project. Same thing, this sample project. But here I'm changing interface as in Shift UA. So in this time, so I'm selecting the programming language is Shift because Shift UA must ensure using the Shift only. So this time, just I'm creating the one more project. Now you can see the functionality is completely depending on the, this is a scripting language. Okay. And parallelly, they will provide the preview option. So which devices, simulators, these are all the emulators and stuff. Okay. So previously we discussed about the SDK. So these are all the SDKs in iOS simulators. So which device you are selecting based on the application, then we can run it. Automatically our app will be launched from here. So just now I dragged the one button and one label. In this one, automatically it will be reflecting in our simulators. This is for sample purpose, just I'm explaining, but next time onwards, what's the Xcode and what is the Mac OS, that concepts are cover. After that, we can jump into the just hello world example. Okay, and course content also we are cover in the one link. Okay, our team will be share that link details and that stuff. Okay, so you can, what are the concepts we are covering, you can check it. And if you have any doubts or anything in the related to the course content, let me know. So I will explain in detail. Now you can see this is the iOS 13 device. So what are the labels and that stuff we are dragging, so that will be automatically. So this is the main advantage of storyboards and shift. Coming to next, this is the shift UA. But what are the code we need to write? We can write from here. This is also, we can run it from the here. So this is preview page and it will be automatically launching the devices as well. So same application in iOS 13 I'm launching. So this is the hello now. So this is the difference between shift, UI kit and shift UI. I think Narsima, you got, already you're working for, shift UI. So that is the main difference between. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
The project that I'm working is in Shift UI completely.
Okay. Got it. But I will parallelly cover the both things. So because you have knowledge on shift and that stuff, but some of the people are new learners, so they want to easily understand what's the things and that stuff.
Yes.
Okay. If you have any questions, please let me know. So this is the Xcode uses and that stuff. I will explain in detail what is the type of applications and which type of application we want to select. That will cover in the next sections.
Thank you.
Okay. That's it, guys, today's class. So we will cover the remaining concepts and 1 minute. So course content is, not covered. We will share the course content details. So what are the concepts we are covering, that will be, we can detail explain. Okay, so some of the person is asking the constraints. So constraints is not a big deal. Okay, for example, we can easily implement how the things we want. So based on that, constraints also we can do it through programmatically and through storyboards. So these are all is nothing but as in constraints. We can easily understand and what is the requirements. Based on your requirements, we can apply the constraints from here. So what is the, left and right and top and that functionalities, I can easily explain that stuff. Okay, don't worry about the constraints. So constraints is a little bit compare. So that one I will explain in detail. Okay. So what programming, you can directly ask the questions. So what programming background is required? So generally every mobile application currently using, iOS apps is using the Shift programming language. For UI design purpose, everyone using the Shift UI or UI kit only. This one is the UI kit. Okay, this is for Shift UI. This is purely Shift class only. Okay. Okay. That's it, guys. If you have any questions or anything, we can discuss on tomorrow class. Or if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will explain you in detail. Mostly I will do every day I will cover for 30 to 45 minutes for coding and 15 minutes for questions. If you have any facing the any question, any issues or anything, I will explain in that 15 minutes. Okay. That's it, guys. Today's class. We can catch up on tomorrow.